This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Thursday night, September the 21st. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. It feels like not even Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Day, because Canucks training camp did open. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Yes, it is indeed the day that the Vancouver Canucks opened their training camp. I just realized that I don't have one of my lights on. Give me a second. And there we go, opening up their training camp in Victoria. We're going to break down all the line combinations, all the d-pairings, what we saw on this first day. Probably read way too much into everything, but that's okay. So first and foremost, welcome to all of you moderators. Do what you need to do to make this, keep this a very safe space. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your continued support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood, it's Jack's birthday in an hour, awesome. Whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Richmond, Steveston in Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or better, all three. But the fact that you are here with me, I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So let's do this. First and foremost, subscribe, so you can get active in my chat section and you get videos every single day. Like the video. There are 35 of you waiting in here already, or not waiting because we're started. There are 35 of you in here and only 8 likes. So you know what I'm going to ask you to do is like the video. It helps me out, helps the algorithm, and we should get to at least 20 likes. We got to like the fact that we're together, like the fact that we're hanging out, like the fact that Canucks are on the ice, like the fact, like Ricky said, this is the last CCC before one on a game day. I'm so glad that you pointed that out. Ricky, I don't even think about things like that, but that makes a lot of sense intuitively, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. So yes, subscribe, like the video. You can leave a donation, like legendary Lucas Gates just did. He got the donation train out of the station, so let us acknowledge that right now. So thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, a $10 donation. Gets the donation train running, says things couldn't be better. Personal gold mine of a week. Not only Canucks hockey is back, my adaptive soccer club is linking up with the Whitecaps. Like, sub, become a member, and more. Let's go. So number one, Lucas, thank you for the donation. Number two, I did see that news. Congratulations. The Vancouver Whitecaps throwing their support behind your adaptive soccer club. That is awesome. Good news. I know you've been working on that for a while. So you should feel good about yourself. And let's give Lucas some love for the donation and some love for the good work he's doing with his adaptive soccer team. Great job, buddy. Great job. Also, let's give some love to Adam. Adam Lee. He ends up gifting a membership, which is awesome. It's a $5 donation, and it doubles as a free membership for someone for a month, and it goes to Nucks fans. So thank you very much, Adam, for that. And Nucks fan, welcome to the CCC. I see Anula here from Sweden, so you know people are in a good mood. The Canucks starting. So as Lucas did, you can leave a donation. As Adam did, you can gift a membership. You can also buy your own membership. You can also upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So for the first 15 minutes or so, I will break down some of the combinations and some of the news from training camp, and then I will turn it over to you with your impressions. By the way, anyone in the chat, was any of you there today in Victoria at Save on Foods Memorial Arena? Is it Memorial Arena or is it Save on Foods Arena? Number one, tell me what the arena is called. And number two, let me know if you were there, because I would love to hear your insights on how it went today. And Adam, I've never, ever, ever, ever doubted your intelligence or your intuition when you say love sharing the best Canucks stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It is the Save on Food Memorial Center. Well, Fangirl, I know you're not going to be there because you don't live in Victoria. So I don't expect you to be there. I'm talking to the Victoria people. How many of you were at the training camp today? All right. So let's talk about what we saw today. The first and foremost, actually, even before the two groups of skaters took the ice today, we got news that Ilya Mikheyev left training camp. So, of course, people were worried, oh my gosh, is he hurt already? He can't even play in the first day of camp? But no, it is a personal issue, whether that means family or friends, whatever it may be. So he went back to Vancouver from Victoria, not all the way back to Russia, went back to Vancouver, and Rick Tocchet, Rick Dollywall, his agent through Matt Sakaris, they're all saying the same thing, that it's not serious, that he'll be back either tomorrow or the day after on Saturday. So let's just give him the space, the respect that he needs, dealing with a personal issue. So it sounds like it's not hockey related. Who knows? Like I said, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be health of someone else, whatever it may be. Mikheyev is going to take care of it for a couple days and then get back. So no, let's not worry about him not being well enough to play. It sounds like it has nothing to do with that, rather a personal issue, and we will leave it at that. But his absence does make a big difference on what I'm going to talk about next when it comes to the line combinations and such. But before that, let's acknowledge yet another donation. Legendary Lucas Gates, $5 donation. Thank you. Says, for the first time in my employment with the Canucks, I'm working a season home opener. Wow, that's crazy. Lucas, haven't you been with the team for 5 years? And this is the first time you're working a home opener. That's interesting. So I don't know if that's by fluke, the way they schedule it. That's by your choice. You chosen to work on those days. Regardless, that is very exciting. And let's give some love to Lucas. And right on cue, every time Lucas donates, this is a fun game. I like it. Every time Lucas donates, Adam gifts a membership. So Adam gifts his second membership of the stream, another $5, and that one goes to Karan. So welcome to CCC membership, Karan. Once again, Adam, thank you for your donation. So thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Adam. So I don't know if Adam's gonna continue to match Lucas, but I'm not complaining. I like it. Okay, friends, let's talk about what happened at training camp. So I just mentioned that Ilya Mikheyev was not at training camp. So what does that mean? Well, that means then that someone else benefits. And in this case, it was Nils Höglander. Unless that was a plan all along, I'm not convinced it was. So remember, they were split up into two groups today. So group A was this: Pedersen and Kuzmenko with Nils Höglander. Then it was Teddy Bluger, the newly acquired Teddy Bluger between Beauvillier and Di Giuseppe. Then the third line, or whatever, it's just training camp, but the third line on paper of Sheldon Dries between Aatu Ratu and Jack Studnicka. And then the fourth line, Sasson with McDonough and Klimovic. So let's talk about the forwards first. And but before we do that, another donation by Lucas. Lucas feeling very, very generous today. He's always very generous. Oh, Lucas, I get you. So thank you for the $5 donation. You're saying you've done home openers before, but the fact that you have 50-50 chance it's going to be a season opener because you're either home or away. I get it now. So thank you, Lucas, for the donation. And let's give some love to Lucas once again for the donation. Adam, don't worry. There's no pressure for you to gift another membership. I was just bugging you. So thank you, Lucas, for that. So let's talk about these forward lines very quickly because Mikheyev is not there. Then you have Pedersen. And actually, before I even go through the forward lines, let's not read too much into it. Just because we see these lines and we combine them with the lines from Group B, these aren't the lines that they're going to start the season with. These aren't the d-pairings that they're going to start the season with because the whole point is to build chemistry, to see how guys work with certain guys. But Rick Tocchet did say, like many people we know, many coaches, they don't worry so much about lines of all three forwards, but they like to pair guys up. they like to have pairs of players. So then, and we saw that with the Steens, obviously, and then they added Burrows, or maybe it would be Kessler and Higgins, and they added a player. So think about it as pairs of players. So today, I'd say Pettersson and Kuzmenko are a pair, and Niels Hoglander rode shotgun with them. I'd say Teddy Bluger and Anthony Beauvillier may be a pair, maybe, double B, and then they had Phil Di Giuseppe with them. Then don't worry so much about the bottom two lines. Interesting that Atu Ratu is playing on the wing and not in the middle. And then these are, to me, these are the extras. These are like forwards 13, 14, and 15 in my books. And then this line of Sasson between McDonough and Klimovic, that might be the opening, the top line in Abbotsford this season. Very funny. Soul Search Gurus. That was pretty funny. Okay. Then on D, interesting. So you know how I've been saying it's going to be Hughes and Cole, Susie and Hronek. And I'll tell you why that might not actually happen because of what Rick Tocchet said. So we had newly acquired Ian Cole with Philip Hronek on the top pairing in Group A. Breezeball with Myers. So that could be a pairing. Wolanin and Wu, that's probably not a pairing. I think Wolanin and Breezeball might switch. And then Minio with Brustevich as a fourth. And then Demko, Tilapio, and Young. So the biggest thing on D here is that we didn't have Cole on the right side with Hughes, and said he was playing his left. Now, Rick Tocchet did say, the Vancouver Canucks posted an 11-minute interview with Rick Tocchet, or media availability. And Tocchet did say he prefers the classic left-right combination, lefty-righty. So he doesn't necessarily like a left-handed guy playing on the right side. So that means that both Susie and Cole could actually start on the left, and neither of them might play on Hughes's right. So that is an interesting facet. So that was Group A. They took the ice at 10 o'clock. Then 2 hours later, it was Group B, and this is how Group B lined up. So here's a pair, Miller and Besser, and then we had Brendan Batcher spelled Podkolzin's name wrong. I don't know how he did that, but it's Miller, Besser, and Podkolzin. Then the second line was Pius Suter with Garland and Baines. So Archie Baines, I don't think he's going to make the team off the top, but Garland and Suter could very well be a pair, a third pairing pair. And then you have Oman, Joshua, and Linus Karlsson. Oman and Joshua even Tocchet mentioned as a pair. And then Chase Waters between Tristan Nielsen and Josh Bloom. So that's an Abbotsford. That has Abbotsford written all over it. So you could say that there's 5 forward lines that they're looking at, 15 forwards. Kuzmenko, Pettersson, Hoglander, Di Giuseppe, Bluger, Beauvillier, and maybe these guys, but maybe not. And then you got Podkolzin, Miller, Besser, Baines, Suter, and Garland. I don't think Baines will be there, but Aman and Joshua will be there. So I still think unless a young guy really impresses and really knocks their socks off, I still think you're looking at, Mikheyev's not there. You're still looking at the 4 centers. This is how I look at it. This is how I always count it. It's so easy. Oh, not easy. The 4 centers, Petey, Miller, Suter, and Bluger. Then the 2 Russians, Mikheyev, Kuzmenko. Then what I call the highly priced wingers, Besser, Garland, Beauvillier. The 2 young guys, Podkolzin, Hoglander. Then the 2 guys that Tocchet loves, Di Giuseppe and Joshua, and then you can add Stanika, Dries, and Oman there. So maybe 16 forwards vying for 12 spots. On D, this is what I was talking about. They had Noah Juleson playing with Quinn Hughes. Kind of surprising because I thought it would be one of the new guys in Cole or Susie, but it was indeed Noah Juleson. Played a couple dozen games on Hughes's right side last year and did not look out of place. He doesn't have the highest pedigree, the highest potential, but he knows how to play with Hughes, and that is big in Rick Tocchet's mind. So is there a chance that the pairings are going to be Hughes, Juleson, Cole Myers, and Susie Hronek, or Cole Hronek and Susie Myers? That's the way it could be going if they have Noah Juleson in the top 6. Then you had Carson Susie with Cole McWard, Akito Hirose with Philip Johansson, and Jack Rathbone with Matt Irwin. So the battle for defense is going to be very, very interesting. And then Casey DeSmith, Archer Steelers, and Spencer Martin. So this is like goalies 2, 3, and 4 to me right there. 2, 3, and 4. So the defense is very interesting. The fact that, neither Cole or Susie was paired with Quinn Hughes. And then afterwards, Rick Tocchet did say that he doesn't like a lefty playing on the right side. So again, we don't read too much into it because it is the first day of training camp and these combinations could be completely, well, they're going to keep their at least group A and group B, but they could try different line combinations tomorrow. So I'm really interested to see how they do their line combos and D pairings tomorrow. But overall, at least it gives you a bit of a glimpse into Rick Tocchet is thinking. Now, a couple other things that I want to talk about. So the Canucks posted media availability of Tocchet, Hughes, and Pettersson. So I want to talk about each of those really, really quick. Now with Tocchet, like I said, 11 minutes on there, and he had a lot of interesting things to say. He wanted to focus on 5-on-5. He thought the pace of Group B was better than Group A. Kind of funny. He called it a hidden bag skate, in that it wasn't just lines, or goal line to goal line, but there was a really, really good drill where, and the one that they showed was Besser skating in, taking a shot, then chasing down another player, and he chased down Quinn Hughes as Quinn Hughes takes another shot. Then Quinn Hughes has to chase down another player, so on and so forth. So that wasn't a bag skate, but Rick Tocchet even joked about it being a hidden bag skate in that. And he said there was candy there. The lure, meaning at least they had a chance to go on a breakaway and score, and then they have to then go the other way and chase down another player. So interesting way that Rick Tocchet put that. Want to give some love to Carol. Legendary Carol Bovenlander comes through with the $5 donation. I'm sorry I'm late. Have you been with your leg? No problem. No need to apologize. You can go back and watch the first 15 minutes. And my leg's doing okay. The cast comes off on Tuesday, and then we'll go from there. And I see Andrew Chang lurking in the chat as well. So all three legends are here. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks you guys for being here. And Carol, thank you for the donation. Let's give Carol some love in the chat for sure. So Tocchet was good. Seems very comfortable with the media, and looking forward to making his mark on the team right from the very start of training camp. Just like last year, it was Bruce Boudreau's chance, and we know how poor of a start the Canucks got off to. Carol gifts a membership, which is a $5 donation. Thank you, Carol. And the membership goes to Jay. Jay, back to being a member. Welcome, Jay, back to the CCC crew. Very good. And thanks again, Carol, for your generosity. Two other things. So then the Canucks posted a media availability with Elias Pettersson. And what was very interesting about Petey is he was answering the usual stuff, working hard in the summer, putting on weight in the form of muscle, how he wants to have a really good start to the season, wants to win, blah, blah, blah. And then when asked point blank, is the contract extension or the negotiation, is that going to be a distraction? And he went back to old Petey, when a bit standoffish, very curt with the media, with the response. He goes, "It's not a distraction for me. The media is the one who makes it a distraction." And I don't know if that's completely true. I think he caused a bit of a distraction when he said that he's not going to resign yet. But he answered it in true Petey fashion, kind of just wanted to kind of get off that topic. So I don't know how many more Canucks reporters are going to ask him, but anytime he goes on the road, I'm sure an opposing media member may ask him about his contract situation. So I think he better get used to it. Maybe training camp not only is for him on the ice, but it's for him to get used to answering those questions off the ice as well. And the third legend comes through, legendary Andrew Chang, $7 donation. My turn to donate. Canucks season upon us. Let's do this. So thank you. All three legends have donated tonight, and Adam has come through with 3 membership gifts as well. So thank you, Adam. Adam next gifts a membership, another $5 donation. And this one goes to Zhao. I think Zhao has been a CCC member before. So crazy. We got all the legends donating money. We got Adam donating memberships left, right, and center. Thank you, everyone, for your generosity. I'm so grateful. Okay, here we go. Finally, someone who was at training camp, Chad. Hey, Clay, I attended training camp today. I met my hockey heroes. I met the Sedins for the first time in my life. Awesome. They signed my 40th anniversary jersey. Awesome. I've been dreaming about this day. Chad, that is great. Chad, let me know after the practice, or I don't know if that was between practices or after them, after both shifts, how many people were waiting? Was it like a dozen people? Was it 5 dozen people? And do they kind of corral you or keep you in one area where all the cars are, or is it just so you can't walk up to them? Or I'm very interested, Chad. Let me know in the chat exactly how they did it, because I'm very, very curious. I saw a few pictures from a few people, but I'm really, really curious as to how they did it. If it was just completely kind of free for all, or if it was very orderly. I think I saw pictures of like some metal stanchions or metal gates and everyone behind them. But yes, Chad, let us know. Let us know how they organize it. That's awesome. Finally, Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes also did a media availability as a captain, was talking about how he wants to be a good captain, was talking about how there seems to be less noise around the team, and how they so badly want off to get to a really good start. So Quinn Hughes looked very, very comfortable in front of the media, which we expect. That's part of the job of being a captain. And he was saying all the right things as well. So overall, a good first day. And I think the 3 main things were Mikheyev missing. The second thing was PD basically saying that the media is making his contract a distraction and not him, that he's not distracted. And overall, just some of the pairings and the d-pairings and the line combinations that we saw. So let's see if they're exactly the same tomorrow, and then maybe we can start to read into it a little bit. But for now, we got what we got, and we will see what happens tomorrow. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I'll turn it over to you. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. You can see it right there. Look, check out their services at ptform.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. Not sure why I pointed over there. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the URL, tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off of your next Vessi purchase. A couple other reminders. Don't forget my 12-hour live stream on October 14th. Don't forget that I'm selling Canucks tickets. If you are interested, send me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com. And my nightly shows return on Sunday, September the 24th. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 shows a week. And the Wheel of Names will make an appearance on Sunday night. You know what that means. Anytime the wheel comes out, we are going to do something fun. So make sure you join me this Sunday for that live stream at 10:30. Chad says, you can sit, go wherever you like. I went to training camp a few years back and learned some new tricks. So learn some tricks. The hot spot for signatures was at the entrance to the ice at the visitor bench. Oh, interesting. And I'll get to the rest of your comments in a sec, but yes, Ricky, for the groups, the 2 groups they're going to skate that way tomorrow, but then no, that has nothing to do with the preseason game. It won't be a split squad. They'll just name a squad that's going to head out for that preseason game. So nothing to do with the 2 groups today. They'll take players from both groups for that for that preseason game. No problem. Yeah, Lyndon, no rush. And you said that Shannon says, I was going to head down, but confusing message on the site and Connect site with times. Oh, just too bad, Shannon. That's too bad. I wish that you could have gone. Okay. Mid-show reminder to you to subscribe to to like the video, to leave a donation like the legends have been doing, to give memberships like Adam has been doing, to buy your own membership, become a member. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So let's get to some of your questions now for 15 minutes. So the person that Finn entered the ferry in costume or put it on the ferry. Or he could put it on at the rink. He could have, because no one knows who he is. If he didn't want to be Finn on the ferry, he could have easily just kept his costume in his suitcase and then changed at the rink. Petey's first season media hype was his size. Now it's his contract. Maybe next season they can focus on the game. Yeah, Nula, when you're the best player on the team, though, you're always going to have conversations around you. But I hear what you are saying. Thoughts on Rick Tockett's comments regarding the importance of a strong start to the season? It's very important. It's got to be, especially the way the Canucks have played the last 2 seasons. By the way, for those of you that have been following me for a long time, you know that one of my biggest pet peeves is when a reporter asks, how important is it that you get off to a good start? How important is it that that you find chemistry right away? How important is it that you have balance on all 4 lines? The answer 99% of the time, you guys, is it's important. Have you ever heard a media reporter ask a question, how important is it? And the guy actually says, oh, it's not important? Never. That doesn't happen because it's a safe way for a media member to ask a question. And I get it. The media question is just trying to, you could basically say anything. You could say the sky is blue and then the player will start talking about his performance. So I get that. There's only so many different ways you can ask a question. But just listen. Just listen the next time you hear media availability of any team, not just the Canucks, you're bound to get at least 1 or 2 questions. How important is it that? And I said, the answer is always, it is important. At least we don't have any split squads this season. Arizona has 5 games this weekend. Wow. I did not know that. Hey, Harry, what excites you the most about training camp day 1? No performances per se, just the fact that the Canucks were on the ice with all of their new players. I think that was the most exciting thing for me. Oh, hey, Patrick, there are 30 to 40 people out by the buses getting signed behind the barriers, and they were signing by the visitor bench. Awesome. Thank you, Patrick, for that. The trick was to get a spot right on the railing by the bench. The players would often stop to sign autographs on their way on or off the ice. The other hot spot was outside on the path to the bus. Very good. So Patrick and Chad giving us the hints for how to get autographs. Oh, Finn was already in costume on the ferry. Very good to know. Is Clay going through his own training camp to prepare for the season? Yep, I'm warming up my vocal cords. I guess the other thing is, obviously, I can't do full body exercises right now, so I'm going to try and stay at least, active with my upper body. I always think this camera makes me look way bigger than I am because my arm is not that big in person. Anyways, I just like seeing that. But we'll see what happens once I see my surgeon on Tuesday, once they take the cast off, and then they start to give me my plan for rehab. Hey, Harry, I'm not sure if you just tuned in or you didn't hear it. I already talked about this about 10 minutes ago. I thought it was fine. It's the way PD is, but he's going to get used to it because it's going to happen in a lot of the cities that he goes to for sure. Yeah, almost all the contracts that Benning signed, almost all are gone. Garland's still one. Garland and Myers are the big ones that are still here. Canucks posted a video of Finn on the ferry. That's why I asked that question. More than likely for secrecy and because he probably had a team ID. He most likely entered the ferry. Well, Fangirl, if you know the answer, then don't ask me. I don't know. If you saw the video and he was if he was in costume, then you answer your own question, right? Yeah, I didn't see that video. That's why. One time when Miller was coming on the ice, we wanted high fives from him, but instead he gave all our hands a stick tap whack. That's actually pretty funny. I hope he did not hurt you guys. From what I heard from PD, especially from today's interview, don't think he likes talking about his contract. Yeah, no, Kaya, you are exactly right. He does not like talking about his contract. Exciting to get into preseason. I try not to get in a mood if they lose, even though we are all diehards. It's about individual evaluation at the end of the day. Yep. And remember, some of these young guys, they're not going to make the team this year, but they still want to make a good impression for future years. The Ducks won't even have a beat reporter covering the team. Wow. You should apply. You're too kind, but I'm certainly not jacked. I bet if any little children on the ferry and Finn was on the ferry, the children would be excited. Yes. I think grown adults would be excited to see Finn. Autographs, never before a game. It's very rare because the Canucks, they all drive in under the parkade and then go straight up. After the game, though, you'll often see you'll often see fans waiting outside the parking garage for them. No, I will not be playing roller hockey again. Not only did our team, we didn't even play this year, so I didn't play because we didn't have a team. And I think given this injury and the fact that I wasn't having as much fun as I used to, that's probably it for my roller hockey career. The gun show. Very nice, Adam. Rick Tocchet was a great player. Why isn't that translated that well into his coaching? His coaching win percentage is mediocre. Yep, but I think it could change. It could change here. And I must admit, I wasn't high on Rick Tocchet when he came here, but he's changed my mind for sure. Do you think Mikheyev will join back the team for day 2? I doubt it. My guess is day 3, but they said there's a small chance he comes back tomorrow, but my guess is going to be Saturday. Brett, if I had to be honest, I think Toronto's got a better chance than Vancouver at getting the cup first. I could still see Beauvillier trade at the trade deadline, being a free agent in the summer. Yeah, I agree. It would make sense to move him, especially if you don't think that he's part of the team future going forward. Yeah, you have to move him at the trade deadline because he's an unrestricted free agent. Supposedly the Ducks are only offering Zegras a deal in the $3 to $4 million range. What? That is crazy. What are they doing? That's crazy. I also got Samuelson's signature on my jersey. Super nice guy. I told him he was one of the best players on the 2011 team. And in hilarious fashion, he went, as in well. Love it. Love it. Very cool, Chad. PD not liking folks about asking contract, but I'm sure he doesn't like how the past few seasons have been when it comes to competing. That's a good point. Like, we can't really get upset at him for wanting a good season for everything he has gone through. Yeah, that's fair. Not knowing what area you live in, what is the usual way of going about exercise? Would you have to go to the hospital for physio? Yeah, so I'll see what the doctor says. But when I'm healthy, where I live in Steveston, there's a nice path that I can walk on, or even just do a city block and exactly 3 kilometers, basically 2 miles. And that's I do that in about 40 minutes on a walk. It's really nice, actually. Dude says a different vibe with this team. They seem to be motivated, all worked incredibly hard in the offseason, not just a big club, but the process. Yes, I think they're tired of all the drama that has taken place here over the past 2 or 3 years. I think they're ready to go, and they are extremely focused. Is the Canucks making the playoffs a success? I think in some fans there will be, but I don't think they should be satisfied with just making the playoffs. They got to win at least a round. Yeah, Shannon, I've reached out to my ticket rep, so we'll see what she comes back with. Hey, Patrick, well, the Canucks are trash again and break our hearts like those girls back in the hood. Well, he doesn't know what hood you're talking about, Peter, but he says he can do everything in his power to not let that happen. I think PD will get 105. I think Hughes will get 80. Fangirl, I do not know what Mikheyev's situation is about, and I don't particularly want to speculate either. Because I don't know if he's married, has a girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know what it is. In order to spell compete, you got to have Pete as in Petey. Like it? Do I have full confidence with Alvin and Rutherford that the Canucks have improved? Or do you think there's still work that needs to be done? I think both. I think you can always improve your team, but I do like the improvements. Since they've been here, they've done a slow and steady rebuild of the roster, and I'm fine with it. Do you think Finn's identity is a mystery to the players? Yep, I would. I don't know why he would need to be out of costume around the players. I don't think they care, to be honest with you. 150 points for PD. Wow. 100 if people keep asking about his contract every 2 or the other way around. 100 if they don't, and 150 if they do because he's so mad. That's good. What's the latest time you've seen an NHL game start at? Arizona has games on both Saturday and Sunday that are beginning at 9 Pacific. Yeah, 9 Pacific is pretty late. Wow, that's surprising. 9 is very late. Hey, Tyler. Hello, DSS. Do you think Canucks will actually do well this season? We say that every year, and they probably do good, but then they choke. Kaya, I'm the eternal optimist. You know that. But I do think there's enough good vibe, good motivation around the team that, yeah, I actually do think they are going to do well this year. wild card spot. Without any more roster additions or subtractions, I think the Canucks have healthier 97-point team, good for a wild card or top 3. Yeah, I've been saying 95, Ricky. 42, what have I been saying? 42, 29, and 11. 42, 29, and 11 gets you 95 points. Yeah, Stamkos, that's an interesting question, Fangirl, because he's 34 years old. He's got 1 year left. I can't see Tampa signing him to a 7-year. I think he's got to sign for 3 or 4 years. Dollar amount does he make 8 or 9 right now? Oh gosh, you don't want to commit too much to him. Like, he's been so good, but he's getting old. What do you do? 3 or 4 years at 6 or 7? I don't know. 9 Pacific. Yeah, that's late. Do you prefer early start Canucks games like the afternoon or night games? Well, sometimes when we see that 10 o'clock game here, because it's 1 o'clock in the East, it feels weird, but then it's kind of nice to have the rest of your day. But I'm still a traditionalist. I think I still like the 7 o'clock night game. Do you think Myers will be traded soon? Nope, not soon. In fact, they've said that they like him. The management likes him. And I thought the Pearson trade was great. Cap space. Got rid of one winger who probably wasn't going to figure much on this team. And then we got a backup goalie. Sky, I cannot answer that. I just pray that they don't. 9 p.m. because of Australia. Gotcha. Would you prefer the Canucks name Quinn like how they named Bowen Henrik, like home opener? Nope. I'm fine. Kind of more business-like, less hoopla, less hype, and then just let Quinn start to do his thing. I was fine with it. Yoni Yormo next season? No, I don't. He's not even at the training camp, so I say no. The 9 games are in Australia. Thank you, guys. Best Canadian city for expansion. I think it's going to be Quebec City, Hamilton. I think those are 2 best. Let's go with Quebec. Favorite player on this roster? It used to be Bo. I'd say it's Quinn. I do like Hughes more than I like Petey. I'd say it's Quinn. I like Demko a lot too. Yeah. What player do you want to have better year? Besser. I think Besser. We want him to do really well this year. Stamkos injury prone a little bit. St. Louis and Bruins name a new captain. Well, I know Bruins named Brad Marchand. Who's St. Louis's new captain? How did I miss that? Who is St. Louis's new captain? Is Petey a top 5 center in the league? Not yet. Close. I think he's top 7 or top 8. I don't think he's top 5 just yet. Yeah, I guess the bad thing, you're right, is that they lose in the morning, then you're mad the whole rest of the day. DPD next year? Yeah, or maybe I think the year after, maybe. Hey, Jay, nice to see you. Yeah, you can send letters to the Canucks. You can find their email addresses on the website, and then you just hope that they pass it on to them. In one press conference, you heard that Poon has been diagnosed with something that's causing the migraines. Yeah, he's got a neck injury. He was battling like whiplash, so it's not concussion; it's a neck injury. Who is the X factor? Well, let's say if we don't pick an obvious guy like Petey, Miller, Kuzmenko, Hughes, or Demko, let's go with Philip Hronek. I think Philip Hronek is going to be a massive difference maker on this team. Oh, Braden Shen. Okay, I could see that. Clay, it's fantasy hockey. You have the 3rd pick. Who do you take? Okay, so I'm presuming, Pat, good question. I'm presuming that it's standard points, not any of these weird statistical categories. I'm presuming that McDavid goes first. And then I guess really who I take depends on who goes second. I could see Draisaitl go second again if it's just points. Then I'm looking at a Matthews or McKinnon, I think, or maybe a Matthew Tkachuk, one of those 3 guys. Braden Shen, thanks guys. Besser looked awesome today. Not sure if it was just because I watched in person, but his shots were epic and his speed was noticeable. That's awesome, Chad. And some of the clips we saw on social media, he looked really fast for sure. Do you think Petey could have another 100-point season? I do, Kaya. I do. We kept Louis. Let's keep Myers to the trade deadline. Does OEL get a new team? Yeah, no, he went to Florida. He went to the Florida Panthers. Do you think Tom Verlander will attend training camp next year? I'm not sure because I think he's going to do 2 years at college. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's not at next year's camp either. Hey, Gary, nice to see you. Pullman's injuries equivalent to those sustained in a crash with another motor vehicle. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I take Bedard or McKinnon. Yeah, I don't take, unless it's a keeper league. If it's a keeper league, I take Bedard for sure. But if it's not a keeper league, I don't know if he's going to be top 5 scorer yet, Ricky. I don't even know what this means. Outside Bedard, who's the best prospect in the HL? Oh, maybe Fantilli. I'm higher on Fantilli than Carlson, but I just don't know a lot about Carlson's game. Yeah, a lot of intrigue already. Hey, Wolf Girl. If PD puts up 100 plus this year, I think his number starts with 11. I really do. $11 million. Vancouver wants to sign Bear. What will Alvin have to do to stay cap compliant? Well, depends. You never know. There could be injuries by then or whatever, but you're going to have to make sure you have at least $1 million, $1.2 million in cap space. Will the Canucks continue signing college players, undrafted players, and unsigned drafted players, even though they're careful? I think, yeah, it's a low-key, underrated way of building out a roster. If Pullman is out, what will happen with his contract with the Canucks? It's still just like any long-term injury. He's on LTIR, so it doesn't count against the cap, but you still have to pay the man. You still have to pay him. Okay, guys, I'm in a good mood because it's Canucks training camp. So let's do this. Let's do 2 minutes more of Canucks related. Then I'll do 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything to end off. Even though Adam started it close. First, nachos, beef, chicken or vegan. Beef, nachos all the way. But I'll still do 2 more minutes of Canucks and hockey related questions. But then we'll move to Ask Me Anything. So 2 more minutes of hockey related questions. You can start the Ask Me Anything now, but what I'll say is I'll entertain hockey questions for 2 more minutes as part of it. So let's move to Ask Me Anything for the last 5 minutes, but I will do hockey answers in there for 2 minutes. Will DPD make the team? Not for 2 or 3 years. Have you ever had an Android phone? Before my iPhones, I used to have the Palm. I used to have a Nokia. And then a Palm Pre. No, I had a Palm Trio, Nokia, then a Palm Pre, if you guys remember those. And then I moved to iPhone. You should play some games. Not tonight, Jaskrin. That's a Sunday thing. Which jersey will you get that you don't have in your collection? To me, it makes sense. I think maybe a Demko would be next. Demko would be next. No, you just chill, Taylor. That's awesome. DeSmith as Demko backup? Yes. And then Seelovs and Martin will be in Abbotsford. What food would you try that you haven't tried before? Ooh, great question. I don't know. Probably something really... You know what I haven't? I don't think I've had Wagyu beef before because I'm too cheap. So maybe Wagyu beef. Palm Pre, indeed. Adam, are you asking what it is or are you affirming what it was? Yeah, Palm Pre. It was awesome. Do you think Hirose are left D3? I want him to be, but Gary, I just think that Wolanin or Irwin might prove more valuable just because of their experience already, as much as I want Hirose to be a third D. Okay, I'm declaring it now, so no one get mad. I will not answer any more Canucks-related questions. It will be Ask Me Anything right after. There's the last Canucks question that I'll answer. Are you going to buy a Hughes captain jersey? No, I already have my Hughes flying skate. It's my favorite. I do not need to get one just for a C. Okay, here we go. Ask Me Anything. Are you a fan of spicy food? Not really. Not really. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite. Do you think SkyTrain is the best way to avoid Vancouver traffic? Especially you can take it from the airport, probably cheaper. Yeah, it is. With any city, rapid transit is a cheaper option. Would you want to eat at some of the Michelin star restaurants? Yeah, I'd be open to it, but I don't go and seek it out, admittedly. What is the absolute best meal you've ever had? Not favorite type of meal, like one occasion that you can call the greatest meal occasion ever. What a great question. What a great question. I'm trying to think of the best meal I've ever had. Wow. You know, Chad, this is bad, but maybe I'm not much of a foodie or a food connoisseur, or maybe I just have a really bad memory. I cannot answer this. I cannot answer this to the best of my like a really good answer, because I don't think I've eaten something that's been so amazing that I've had to tell everyone about it or whatever. So yeah, I'm sorry, Chad, but I got to be honest. I don't have one off the top of my head. But maybe I'll ask Gail tomorrow, and maybe she'll remind me. Which Canuck players do you see after the training camp? DSS, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not even answering Canucks anymore. Sorry, but I'm not sure what you mean. Do you see after the training camp? I'm not sure what you're asking. Clay, what was your first car? My own car was an Acura Integra. I used to drive my family's cars, but my car was an Acura Integra. I had a bunch of religious bumper stickers on it, so we called it the Jesus Mobile. Mine was a 1983 AMC Eagle. In 98, I was 16. Okay, so you're 16 in 98, 82, so I'm 8 years older than you, Wolf Girl. Favorite chocolate? I am boring. I like plain milk chocolate, so Hershey's bar, Hershey's Kisses, just anything plain milk chocolate. If money was no option, what is the nicest area to live in downtown Vancouver? Well, downtown Vancouver, there are areas that are nice, but I'd say the nicest areas in Vancouver, a lot of people live in the West End or the North Shore with some really, really nice views there. Yeah, downtown Vancouver itself, Yaletown is a nice area, or near Stanley Park as well, but Yaletown is very nice. Do you have trouble driving through construction? Sorry, Nula, that might not be the best answer. I'm not sure if you've ever been to Vancouver before. But yeah, I'd say Yaletown if you're asking about downtown Vancouver. Do you have trouble driving through construction when you're on your way to work, or do you take any shortcuts? No, I back in my UBC days, I would take shortcuts all the time, and it would probably make my passenger's car sick. Now I'm a little older, a little more calm, a little more patient, and I still can be faster than Oak, those kind of things. So I do kind of have my roots, but I'm not driving around like crazy just to shave off a couple more minutes. If you could lower the parking fees, what would you lower them to? Fangirl, I'm sorry, that's a very tough question to answer, because I don't know. Are you talking about hourly parking, monthly parking, yearly parking? Because it varies all over the place. So I can't answer that. I'm sorry. Favorite PlayStation game, the NHL series. How long is training camp? Until Sunday. First preseason game is this Sunday night. Clay, you get a one-time pass to go on a date night. Emily Castonguay or Pamela Anderson? How do I answer this without sounding like if it's completely platonic, as in just friends, and I know nothing's gonna come from it, then I would go out with Emily Castonguay, because she's very bright, and of course we'd have a lot to talk about with the Canucks. If this was about women in their prime and a chance to go out further with them, and this sounds so stupid, I better not say anything more because I'm gonna get in trouble. But then I would pick a prime Pamela Anderson. That's all I'll say. Stop getting me in trouble, Pat. What's your thoughts on vending machines at the SkyTrain station? It's fine. Why is there an issue? I think it's good if you hungry or need a drink. Have you gone to junior A or WHL arenas in BC or the USA? Not in the States, but I have been to quite a few locally. Either my cousin's kids been playing in them, or our friends been playing, or actually I did the music for one team, the SFU team as well. So yeah, I've been to a few junior arenas for sure. Not a lot though. When Coach Rob and I come over for the game next year, you need to take us out for sushi. Sure. Deal. Another donation. This one from Adam, $2. Palm Pre, Jesus Mobile. It sounds like that Adam really likes the old school references. Awesome. Thank you, Adam. Let's give him some love. I had a 97 Integra sedan, greenish silver color, and last until 2009. That's pretty good. I don't know what year mine was, but it was a white Acura Integra. Would I live in the States? Yeah, if so, where? I do like Arizona, Ricky. I have friends there and the church scene there. I'm open to Seattle, open to LA and New York. Vegas would be probably too dangerous for me. Yeah, so of the places I've been to and that I know people and I'd feel comfortable living. Maybe Arizona, although I know it's very, very hot. No, mine was automatic. The Jesus Mobile. Hey, Dominic, welcome. Welcome. I love sushi. I want to know and try more sushi. Oh, don't worry. I'm your man. Manual is where it's at. Yeah, but then thank God I can drive out. I drive automatic, so I can still drive with my ruptured Achilles. 1975 Chevy Camaro. Oh, bad accident. Ooh, that's not good. Let's try the opposite. What's the single? What's the single worst meal you've ever had? Probably some Chinese food that didn't agree with me. I don't know. I can't even picture that. I'm trying to think of even when I travel, if there was anything bad I had that I just couldn't. No, I haven't had any really bad experiences where I've gotten food poisoning or where I've ever sworn off every food. So sorry, Chad. I'm just not very creative tonight. What's my favorite thing about Costco? Staying in my car in the parking lot. Actually, they do. If you hit it at the right time, it's fine. It's fine. Imagine Mrs. Emo heard Clay doesn't remember the best meal he's had, and she's standing in the other room with a hammer, waiting for Clay to end the stream. Gail's never up. She's asleep by 9 or 9:30. Would I rather go to Mexico or Hawaii? Hawaii. Although I haven't been in Mexico and given it a chance just yet. Hourly parking, same thing, fangirl. I've seen it very expensive. So are you talking about parking meter versus parking lot? If you're talking about parking meter, anything over $2 an hour is crazy to me. Oh, you have been to Vancouver. Well, Nula, you have to come back then. Good pick. Pamela Anderson has aged. Yes, we all have. You guys are trying to get me in trouble. Win Canuck Clay, like the stream. We like the stream. Thank you, Swag. Appreciate that. Favorite taco to... Huh? What does taco to question mark mean? Look at all you guys. What's all this? No Clay, no Clay, Prime Pam. Good answer. She's from Richmond. Who? Pamela? No, I thought Pamela Anderson's from Victoria. Clay sell should be a new verb. Clay cancellation. With the prices going up, what is one thing you would change when it comes to prices? Well, everything. Prices are rising from everything from flights to hotels to food to gas. Maybe gas or essential groceries, maybe. Toyota Supras. That's what my dad had for sure. Opinion on McDonald's. Not good for you, but I sure love it. And actually, I came in the house yesterday because I have some. Actually, I know how I'm going to end off the stream in 2 minutes. Give me a second. I'll come back to the McDonald's thing, Kaya. Let me just rip through these last few ones. Would you ever drive an electric Tesla? Yeah, Gail and I have started talking about it. It doesn't have to be a Tesla, but a hybrid for sure. Go to alcoholic drink. I don't drink. I lie, so I don't have one. Clay's worst meal was dim sum. Yes, you dim sum, you lose some. That's for sure. Favorite smoothie? Don't drink those either. Actually, Maine. I do like Maine as well. Good call, Dave. Never thought I would hear Clay talking about going further than our friendship was. Loopy Clay. I'm Pam Anderson. No more. You guys are going to try to get me in trouble. Country Captain Chicken. Worst thing I've ever had. Aged like fine wine. Depends what kind of wine you like. Favorite taco to eat? Plain. I'm so boring. Just plain beef taco. I don't know. All the men on the stream, please get Coach Rob out for guys weekend to a hockey game in Seattle or whatever, but he needs time to him and his friends that can do men's stuff. Okay, Shannon, that probably easier said than done, but we'll keep that in mind for sure. And does Coach Rob know that you are advocating for him this way? Tax on hygiene products should be... Where are we going with this tonight, you guys? A guy's night out would not hurt. More likes. Plot twist. Pam is in the chat tonight. Yeah, Pam is actually Adam Lee. No, I'm just kidding. Would I get the new iPhone 15? Probably, but not right away. Electric car is amazing. Can never go back. We pay nothing. Yeah, that's awesome. And no, I'm not attending tennis. Okay, you guys, that was a lot of fun. That Pamela Anderson, Emily Castonguay question, that was dangerous. That was really, really fun. Okay. Here's the last thing, and I'm just gonna read your comments for the last 2 or 3 minutes here. I came home from McDonald's. I got McDonald's, just a quick snack last night, and they made me pull over and wait. And when they came out, it was because they made fresh fries. And there's only a few other foods that I like more than McDonald's fresh fries, like piping hot, almost burn your tongue off, salty, fresh McDonald's fries. I love it. So then I thought to myself, and this is what I'm going to ask you to end off the stream, like, what are five guilty pleasures of mine? They don't have to be like gourmet, but what are five things that my mouth starts to water anytime I think of them? And I think, one of them is Pepsi. My mouth doesn't water, but I still love it. So I'd say my five guilty pleasure foods are Pepsi, McDonald's fries, piping hot, salty, salmon sashimi. You guys know that already. I would say linguine vongole, for sure. Linguine with clams. And then a fifth one, a guilty pleasure food-wise, maybe like teppanyaki steak. So I got teppanyaki rare steak, Pepsi, piping hot McDonald's fries, salmon sashimi, and linguine vongole. All right, guys, 2 minutes. Give me your guilty pleasures. All right, let's go. Guilty pleasures. Here we go. Coke and fries, sashimi. Oh, you're talking about mine. Yes. Pepsi, quarter pounder meal, nuggets. I love this, you guys. Not broccoli. Totally agree with you about the fries. They're unbeatable, Chad, when they're piping hot and salty. How is pasta with seafood guilty pleasure? Well, maybe guilty pleasure is not right saying, but my five favorite foods, like foods and snacks. Nuggets with barbecue sauce. If anyone's asking, I work at the back, McDonald's making hamburgers. Awesome, Harry. Keep up the good work. Good night, Clay. Love your audience. Mine's pop, chocolate bars, Rotten Ron's. What the heck's a Rotten Ron? Chinese food. Is it Rotten Ron's Chinese food or Rotten Ron's period Chinese food? They both sound horrible. Bubble tea. Nuggets are God tier. Nuggets. Pizza. I know this. I've seen Jason devour pizza. Nanaimo bars. Wow. Church's chicken, fried chicken sandwich. Oh, by the way, cold chicken, fried chicken is a close, like, number 6. McDonald's and most things with a mayo. Interesting. Wraps or quarter pounder, nuggets and medium Coke. What, you get all those things or quarter pounder? No guilt for living on your own terms. Thank you, John, for that freedom. Not too much salt, though. When the fries are piping hot, they make it a challenge to eat, which makes me want to eat faster. They put up a fight. McDonald's chicken nuggets, KFC popcorn chicken, Burger King chicken fries, Wendy's fries, and Gatorade. Wow, Fango, you love fast food. McD's, Go Flames. How did that get in here, swag? Yeah, this is going to make everyone hungry. Cheese pizza with extra cheese. Yes, too many nuggets lovers here. You guys would love Jacob. Chocolate shake and nuggets. Stir fry with chicken, lamb, pork, or beef. Bieber songs. Okay, we're talking about food, Wolf Girl, not music here. That's another day. Chicken tenders and fries for lunch today. Cold fried chicken. Clay sold again. KFC, that macaroni, chicken sandwich, Popeye's chicken, fries, and wow, how much? That's crazy. Now Chad's hungry. Which McDonald's do I go to? 2 in Blundell. Stop. Billy Eilish. Okay, that's enough. Okay, we have gone everywhere from dating Caston Gay and Pam Anderson to food to music. So we're gonna end here, you guys. That was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, and I'm gonna leave you guys with, at the risk of getting in trouble from a monetization standpoint, I'm going to leave you with another video tonight for sure. So thank you everyone for being here. Don't forget, let me do my thank yous first. So moderators, it didn't look like you had to do too much tonight, but that's fine. And yes, I agree with Chad. Tonight was a really fun show for sure. I think we're all in a good mood because the Canucks have started training camp. The season is officially here. So moderators, thank you. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support, and you all gave donations tonight. Thank you. You're true legends. Thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well for your support. And thanks to all of you for subscribing, for liking the video, for hanging out with me tonight. So to everyone that helped out from a donations and standpoint and whatever it may be. So that was, again, Lucas, Carol, Andrew, and then Adam gifted a bunch of memberships. Very grateful to all of you. Don't forget that this Sunday, 10:30, we'll be playing the Wheel of Names. That could mean a giveaway. That will be the mark of going back to nightly for me, 5 nights a week. Don't forget to, on your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, or gift a membership. Thank you to my sponsors, Vanity Experts, Real Estate and Perform and Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. And don't forget, if you want any Canucks tickets, shoot me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com. Okay, there we go. That was fun tonight. We went for a whole hour. We had over 100 people in here. You guys are amazing. Best Canucks community on YouTube by far. The most kind, the smartest that we show every Sunday night, best looking, and most importantly, the friendliest and the most supportive. So thank you, everyone. And this video I'm going to leave you with after I will set it up now after my bad joke. It's from 7 years ago. It's me. October 2015. So it was the start of the 2015 season. We had just got Brandon Sutter. So this is a parody of Maroon 5's song called Sugar. And instead we did it Sutter. And I think you guys will really like it. It's with my 2 favorite collab partners, Marie Huey and Ariel Tuliao. So I'm going to leave you with a parody of Maroon 5's song Sugar. We called it Sutter to start off the 2015 season. And by the way, while I let it go, while I'm playing it, I still love reading your chats, reading your chat messages. So let me know what you think about this music video as it's playing. In the meantime, enjoy training camp. Enjoy the preseason game on Sunday, which we can talk about on Sunday night, 10:30. I hope to see you then. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And then earlier, Sean was saying to me that he watched a guy do 100 push-ups. And then he asked me, Dad, could you do that? Could you do that? I can't even talk. Could you do that? You can tell I'm excited for the punchline. So Sean watched a guy do 100 push-ups and he said to me, Dad, can you do that? And I said, of course, Sean. Of course I can do that. In fact, I could probably watch a guy do 200 push-ups. God bless and go Canucks go. Booyah.
Baby, the time is now. I need some hockey, I need it now.